Hi, I'm Cheryl Rowling, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Ontario, Canada. Thank you for joining me today. Don't worry about sizes or supplies for this card as they are attached to this video. If you enjoy watching this video, could you please like and share, as this helps me grow my channel? And if you could leave a comment, that would be wonderful, as I love to see where you're watching from or what you think of the card. If you aren't already subscribed, please click the subscribe button and hit notifications so you will know when I post a new video. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to help you out. My contact information is attached. Hi, this is the card we're going to be doing today. This is from a one-sheet wonder that I made. We're going to be doing this as a half a sheet of half a sheet of cardstock. Then I will cut it, I will come back, cut it down, and then we will assemble this card so that you can see the whole process. So we are working with, let me put this stuff away. So I've got it close, but I'm not going to, it's not going to dump in my ink pads because you know what I'm like. Now I'm working with Bubble Bath, Highland Heather, and Orchid Oasis. I'm stamping the outline in crushed curry, and then the inside is lemon lolly, and then the greenery is Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock. So we will get started with our bubble bath. So you just kind of make a pattern. And you turn your stamp as you go, so nothing is the same. And I'm using my piercing mat because this is a polymer stamp set, and you get a much better image if you stamp on the piercing mat. So that's all I'm going to do with the bubble bath. Oh, I should show you what stamp sets I'm using. Sorry about that. This is from the Textured Floral. I'm using this one and this one, and this greenery and this greenery. Oh, and I'm using two die cuts from this die cut, and then to cut out this flower is this one right here, which is that flower right there. And I'm using this daisy. Oh, that's from in here. I lost that. And I'm using, I don't think I'm using any die cuts from here. No, I'm not using any from there. It's a combination. So I'm using this. I love this stamp. It just works in so nice for the backgrounds. And I use the die cut for that, which is this one. But that's the only one I used. And then I used Good Feelings, the thank you from it. I like this stamp set because it's big and it becomes the focal part of the card. So the flowers go into the background, and I just make a separation and I put a little bit of embellishment there and the thank you with the ribbon, and it's done. Now the stylish shape dies, I use the largest one. Now I am using an old doily from my stash. I have the hybrid doily embossing folder on the way, and I just wanted to use a doily for here on this card, so I had old ones. Maybe you have one too. And this is the hybrid delightful doily hybrid embossing folder, and there's 4 dies, and these the largest die is 3.5 inches, but the smaller ones I'm hoping that you can use to take the place of this doily, and then you just use the stylish shape, the size that it would fit behind. But I have this product from, you can't purchase it unfortunately, and I just wanted the doily effect. This is for a special person, and I just wanted the doily effect for her. So now I am taking my Highland Heather, and there's the stamp. Now you're just going to go wherever you see fit. You're not putting it all over. Like, you're going to go all over, but you're not going to go a lot. Like maybe like that, just to fill in that area, and then fill in. See, you're not going to take over the whole area with this filler stamp, but you want color in there just to look nice. But you can put it on the edge like this. And I kind of attached it to the stamp that the image I'd already placed on there. See, now it kind of looks equal out. I'm going to put one down in here, and then it's finished. I hope you understand what I'm meaning. So that there's some of this color all around, but it's not taking over. Like, there's still space to put other things in here. So I think I'm going to do the the daisy next. And this is the outline. Now I want this for a pop of color. Like, you can see the pop of the yellow there. You can see it right there. Now, it was probably most of one, but I've cut it away. So I'm just going to come in here. That aside. Now, when you do a one sheet wonder, it's never going to look the same. It's always going to be different, and that's okay. That is perfectly fine. There's my daisy.
trying to line it up with my head out of the camera. Always fun. We are looking forward till tomorrow. I've got a lot of work to do this afternoon when I finish this. We are leaving for the cottage for a week of holidays tomorrow, and we are getting excited. It's a family thing, and it just, yeah, we're excited. This is my Lost Lagoon from many moons ago when it was an in color, like one of the 5 colors that Stampin' Up! Brings in every year. And it's the old style. And I have the Stampin' Up! Holders for all my ink pads, but it only holds the new ones. So I ordered a new one. Do you think I can find it? I know I had it. I remember seeing it. It is nowhere to be found. I don't know what happened to it. I'm just wondering if it accidentally got pitched out. I don't know. But it has been very frustrating trying to find it, so I have looked everywhere I could possibly think for it, and it's not there. So I went back and I looked in my old stamps. I have a ton of them, believe me. The ink pads, I mean. I have a ton of them. I found Yo-Yo Yellow and Rose Red and Pale Plum and Pretty in Pink, Only Orange, Orchid Opulence, the first ink colors that I had when I first started doing Stampin' Up. I wasn't a demo back then, but when I was a customer, those are the colors that were there. And oh my goodness, did it bring back memories. Now this is, you have to line this up. I don't think I stamped off. No, I didn't stamp off. But yes, it brought back, oh, the memories of when that was when the kids were young. My girls were young, and now they've got kids of their own. So that was so many moons ago. I used to make, back in our day, many moons ago, we didn't have what do they call it? It's a book that goes back and forth for the teacher to put down stuff that they want the parent to know. We didn't have that back then. We just wrote notes back and forth. So I always stamped my notes that went back and forth to the teachers, especially when they were younger. When I had 3 kids, it was a little bit more challenging to do all the, keep up with all the stamping. But I still managed to do some of it. Now I'm back doing Lost. This is the old way of doing it. And yeah, I've gotten so used to the new way, I forget the old way. So I am just going to go in the corner. I put this end in the corner so that I have a starting point. So I know that I can put it right there and my ink is going to start right there. See? So you can do the corner down here. Just pick a corner wherever you want it and just go from there. And then it just fills in that space. You can work with 2 corners, you can work with just one. It's totally up to you. And you can pick and choose. Like, I can pick just to do that one and just come in down there. Let me see. So I am going to show you. I want only from these two. I'm going to take that one off. So I'm going to just do those. So I'm going to bring it here and I'm going to stamp it like that. And then it is coming out of this flower here. See? And then I can just do the one up there too, if I want. Just do this, so it's not a long piece that's going across my flower. See how it goes in there? Now this is, I'm using this as my filler, and then I'm going, and it's a lighter color. So I'm going to come back in and I will do the pretty peacock with my leaves. So I'm gonna, that is sufficient for that. And remember, you don't want to do too much. You can overdo it, but don't ever get upset with what you have done. Because if you don't like a certain area, say I didn't like this area down here, well, I can use that area and cut most of this off to fit into the size for this. So don't throw it away until you keep working on it until you're happy with it. There's no right, no wrong. So I'm gonna do this. So this is just filling in the areas too, but it's, see how pretty it does. This is such a pretty, this color combination is just striking. Somebody, I saw somebody use this color combination and it's like, oh, I like that. So I don't even know what they were stamping, but I just love the color combination. So I cased the color combination and this is what I got, or this is what I came up with. This, usually I have an idea, like I go through lots and lots of cards, and like maybe not even with the stamp set that I'm using, but just to get thoughts. Oh, I like that, or no, I don't like that, but I like that part, that individual part, and I thought, okay, I think I'm going to incorporate that into my card. And that's okay. I rarely case a whole card. I put my spin on everything. But you can case anybody's card, not a problem. That's what they're out there for. Oh, Thunder Boy is at it again. We obviously do not have a lot of insulation in our house between the main floor and the basement. It is not fun sometimes when our little monkey starts running, and oh, it sounds like a herd of elephants going through, and it's like, stop it already. I think I'm going to let that be, maybe. Just for a little bit more depth right there. Haven't got very much. I'm looking at it as to where the leaves are in comparison to the flowers, that side versus this side, and it's like, yeah, I think I needed a couple more, but yeah, I think that's going to be it. So I'm going to put my stuff away, and I'm going to clean up and cut this up. It's not always that I'm going to take it off up there. Sometimes I take a little bit off up there, a little bit off there, a little bit off here, a little bit off here, and just so that I get the proper. So I will do that off camera and come back, and you will see what I have done with this. See you in a moment. I'm back. Now, this is what I did. You can see that this matches up with this, but it's out like this. Part of that is missing. The rest of these two flowers is missing. So I've cut out a little bit. Basically I cut off all four sides. But there we go. So this is what we've got. Now we're going to get started on this. Now I die cut that. I showed you which die it was, and that's from Orchid Opulence. Then I stamped this and cut it out. I will show you how I did that, and this. I won't show you doing the die cut, but that's all I used, is those three things to do this. And I didn't even use all of them. So put that aside and put this with this so that it's all together and I don't lose it. Now first off, I am going to, oh, what did I do with it? With the, or no, maybe I did. There it is. I use the Orchid Oasis and I stamp the thank you. Whoops, I need the, there it is. It just gives a better image. I might have haloed that. Oh, I didn't. But if you do, it doesn't matter because I'm going to be cutting out around it. So. I just use a printer weight paper and put it around my piercing mat because I am very fussy. Oh, I'm terrible. I don't like messes. I don't like things messed up. I don't like the books rolled or put the corner down. I am very fussy. It's bad. It really is bad. But that's the way it is. So I think I'm going to do this one first. And that is the Highland Heather. And I'm going to just stamp that. And put that there. Put that aside. And now this is Lost Lagoon. And I'm able to go around that. Just like that. And I'm not going to use this part down here, so I'm not going to waste the paper on that. And then I just get out my die cuts and I run this through your die cut machine, and you end up with these and that. So we're going to miraculously get things done. I'm going to put all my inks away because I hopefully am done with all those except for the crushed curry, which I forgot to fill in the center of my flowers. And there is a center that goes with this from the Delightful Daisy. I think it's Cheerful Daisy? Cheerful Daisies, yes. There's so many names. I realized as soon as I shut the camera off, I hadn't filled this in. So I'm just going to fill this in too, because then it's all done. Because I will be making these into cards too. And it will be ready when I come back for it. There. And that is it. So I am taking my glue. I love liquid glue, but you can use whatever kind of glue you want. Some people don't like the liquid glue because it makes a mess for them, but for me, I really like it, and it's a good strong adhesive, so it holds things in place. And I like the part that gives you wiggle room, so that when you put it down, it's not down there, because some of the glues are so strong that you put them down and they're there. So this one gives me time to move it around. There. So now what I'm going to do is I am taking 24 inches of the metallic woven ribbon, and this is Orchid Oasis. So everything matches. And I am going to take my Seal Plus and I'm putting it along here. Whoa. Make sure it's on. I love my Seal Plus for ribbon. So, and I'm going straight across. And then this one's going to go as much in the center as I possibly can get it. And then this one is, well, that was smart. I obviously did not. Oh, there's a break in between there. Ha ha ha. That's what I've done. I've got it. I had a little bit of a break in where I stopped gluing and I started again. And then I'm just making this even, or a flat. I'm making it sure that it goes the exact same way and it's not twisted. There. Now I'm going to bring this one over so that it matches up. It's a little bit tricky, and I didn't put that one down either, did I? There. Make sure it's flat. Now, make sure it's flat. And I am going to glue this. And I'm just going to put that end down and put that end down so there's no flopping in the breeze for when I glue it down. There we go. Just like that. Now I'm going to take my little bottle of glue here. This thing with this tip is absolutely wonderful. I love it. This is just my liquid glue, exact same as this, only I emptied it out of that one and put it in this small container because I like the tip on this so that it I can get it into small areas and I don't make a mess. It is the opening on the liquid multi-purpose liquid glue is quite large, which makes gluing larger items perfect. But when you're gluing a small item like this, and I couldn't put an adhesive sheet on the back of this because it's pre-made, so I'm going to put this here and I am gluing it down. I like dimensionals, but I don't like to do a lot of dimensionals because it makes it harder to send the card in the mail. Well, not harder, but it costs you more. And I'm a person that likes to be frugal and help you save money. So for me, I do it this way so you don't have to spend the thank you will be popped up but that's the only thing that's popped up. I have my mini dimensionals, which are wonderful. And I'm going to get my tweezers because it's just so much easier to pick it up with my tweezers. And I'm going to get my pokey tool. I know I had it right there. Dimensions are so much easier if you pick them up with your pokey tool. Saphira, Mama's doing a video. Can you stop that, please? Thank you. Saphira has a short memory span. She's just little. And she forgets when I say, okay, Mama's starting a video. Don't make any noise. And yeah, she makes noise. So I am sorry about that, but that's life. And I'm so sorry if you don't like it. I try my best. I really, truly do. I just like a little bit on the T, that's the T part, and otherwise it just floats in midair and it could get broken off, and I don't want that. There. Now I am putting this over here. Yeah, that's not working well. Okay, what did I do with them? They're there. I'm blind. Pick this up with my... And I am going to cut this. Saphira has this horrible, horrible cough. So we're hoping that she got a puffer for it. So we're hoping that when she's on holidays and outside running and having fun, it will disappear. Now there's a front and back to your dies, so just watch that you're not getting the back on the front, because it has a different look about it. It's more rounded. I know you can't see it, but this is rounded, whereas here it's kind of blunt, and the blunt would be the back. So okay, glue in here. Isn't that pretty? It just looks, I love this die. I absolutely love eucalyptus for flower arrangements. I've never done a flower arrangement with eucalyptus for my table or anything like that, but I do love it for when I'm doing these. I used to arrange silk flowers. I never worked with fresh, and it was never my job or anything like that. But I did all my own wedding bouquets, all my own flower arrangements for the wedding, and everything I made from scratch. I did ceramics, and we had baskets for our wedding, that ceramic baskets that we filled with candies and ribbons, and then the fruit cake was cut in very small slices and it thin, and that's we used that, wrapped it up in gold foil and put a white piece of felt around it, and then a blue ribbon through the center and a cross on the front, and it looked like a Bible. It was so nice. I had a good friend that helped me make them all, but I made everything for the wedding. There wasn't anything, well, the wedding dress, I didn't make that, of course, but for decorations, that was over 40 years ago, back in the day, and I made macrame holders, and I can't do that. Need my take your pick tool. And we filled them with flowers. The girls' dresses were blue, but in different shades of blue. They walked down from the darkest to the light, so it was like an ombre effect. Back in the day, that was never done, so ours was unique. And yeah, I'm looking for a spot to put another one because it needs an odd number. Okay, up there. And like it was not really nice, and then it came right down to me in white. Everybody was like, oh my goodness, that is utterly amazing. They could not believe that, because it just was not something people did. Somebody said it was like a fairy tale princess's wedding, but I had worked hard on it. I love doing that kind of stuff. I worked with all my daughters on their weddings. That was the most fun. Absolutely loved doing that. Afterwards, back in my day, there were no wedding coordinators or anything like that. My kids did not have a wedding coordinator for their wedding, but I think I would have excelled at that job. I absolutely loved it. See, I didn't wrap it tightly or tie it tightly. Hold on. I will show you what I did again. A normal bow, you wrap it around once and then you come up through the center. Well, I wrapped it around the second time and came up the center. And then I turn it around and tie it in the back. And you tie it real tight. This is thin ribbon, so it slips out of your hands, but make sure you tie it tight. And then what I really like to do is grab my glue dot. And kind of scrunch it up and put it where I want it. Sometimes I put it right here on the ribbon, but this time I didn't. I might go back and oh, come on. I know there's another one in there someplace. Where far are you? I've got it intertwined. There it is. See? Yeah, I'm going to take another one and put it on this side. And then you can see both bows on there. Then I'm going to, let me see, have to hide these when I find them. There we go. Now we are just gonna, whoa. Oh, that's a horrible noise. Now I am going to get that, put these away because I'm finished with those, and grab this and my, there it is. I have so many spots to hide things because my desk is so small. My work surface is small and the desk is small. So put this away. And then I'm going to just like that. So it's tall on the one side and going down. Now I'm going to do that same thing with the, got to make sure that the envelope is going the same way, because the other day I did it upside down. Oh, the me that's gifted. Oh my goodness. I don't like the old ones now. I'm so used to the new ones. When the old ones, the new ones came in, it's like, oh my goodness, will I ever learn this? And well, now I've learned it, and it's the old ones are just not working. So I'm going to have to order one and just count it that I lost it, because I know I ordered it. But anyways, that's okay. I still have my old one. It doesn't fit in my shells, but I still have it, so I can use it, even though it doesn't fit in the shells. That's okay for right now. I will get another one, and then I will get it in my storage system. And I like organization. That's my jam. I like to be organized because then I can find things. Otherwise, I can't find things. And when I'm doing a video and I can't find things, that's just not in my comfort zone. So what do you think of my thank you one sheet wonder card? I hope you love the colors as much as I do, because I think they're fantastic. The lady that's getting this, I think she will like it too. But she's just a sweetheart, and we just so appreciate what she's doing for us. So Thank you so much for being here. If you like this, could you give me a like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel? Any of these things help. Well, subscribing helps me grow my channel, of course, but the comments and the likes makes it, the algorithm go up, so more people will see my videos, and other people can share with me in what I make. So I hope you like this. Thank you so much for being here. It does mean a lot to me. Bye now.